What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, a game built from scratch, obviously using the Gameplay Ability System plugin, Unreal Engine 5, blueprints, C++, all that good stuff. So today, I want to revisit my damage pipeline helper functions in order to create healing helper functions. Because right now, all my damage pipeline thing do, all that thing do is deal damage. And the use case here is I have an NPC projectile that I would, just for prototyping purposes, it can apply healing to enemies. Like I'm going to have a whole suite of options for projectiles, where you can tell it, hey, you know, are you going to deal damage to an enemy? Are you going to be healing enemies? Can it heal allies? And with these options, kind of have different behaviors. So right now I have this apply healing to target, but right now obviously it tries to deal negative damage, which doesn't really do anything. So that's what we're gonna try to fix. So we're gonna have similar functions. We're just gonna have to look at our damage pipeline and see what we can do there. So let's go ahead and get started. I think we could have some interesting possibilities where we could have, when we deal damage, maybe there could be like healing factors within damage. So you could have a perk that says, okay, actually, for every like 10% of damage you do, you heal 10% of it. But that's also like damage mitigation, so maybe that's a little redundant. We'll see. Hey there, how's it going? Today it's going pretty good. Thanks for stopping in, Vinny. How you doing? So yeah, let's go into our damage pipeline, which probably should be like its own separate kind of plugin thing. I just have it in like a blueprint library. Maybe that'll be a fun refactor. I don't know. So we're gonna have to see. So let's figure out how we want to do this, right? Because there's apply damage to target and handle. I probably want to do something similar to say apply healing. So we're just got to like recreate some stuff with the healing in mind. Refunctor, true. Of course. So static bool, apply healing to target data handle. And yeah, we'll take in something like that. So in healing. So let's generate that code, put that in. Now let's look at what we do previously. So we're just gonna return false for now. So there's this. So let's grab this. And we're gonna say be healing applied. You don't need to do any of this hit result stuff. Well, I guess if we're doing it from a target data handle, we might need to construct it. That's a good question. Let me see. Because like, what can I do? Apply damage to target data handle. Can I make? Or can I? Let's say I had an actor array. Am I able to make a handle? Or is it like make handle from array? I thought there was a way to do that. Maybe I'm misremembering. Because yeah, this is a target data handle structure. So we're gonna have to see I can remember if that's something that we can do. I guess we could. Maybe we gotta take things kind of one at a time and see. I started experimenting with the input listener on state trees as well. Currently trying to avoid so many if checks to get EIC. Should be a cleaner way without interfaces, maybe. Yeah, mine doesn't look the cleanest. I think there's a bunch of checks in mine as well. And there probably is a better way to do it. I have no idea if it is. You know, I'm at that stage where if it's like if it works, cool. Because yeah, I have like this cascading check for everything. Yeah, it's kind of messy. Because I've got crashes with lambdas. I think I had crashes as well. I can't remember what fixed it or not. Because I think, yeah, I believe these are lambdas. So bind action value to lambda. I'm not sure if this is updated. I don't know if I'm able to paste in all of that information or not. But that's what my lambda looks like. I'm not sure if I updated my GitHub in a while. I'll have to see. But yeah, can't get distracted at the moment. So yeah, let's take one thing at a time. Let's start over. So return false. No, return true because we're nice, right? So yeah, let's start one thing at a time. So there's applied damage to target. So let's grab this. I don't know if we will need like a healing context. Maybe. Because like in our damage context, we have like damage types, we have granted tags and stuff. I don't know if we'll have something like that for healing. Maybe. But for now, let's assume no. So we need target, instigator, and float in healing. And say healing. Yeah, it would definitely be worth a refactor to move this into like a subsystem or something. We'll see. And then yeah, apply healing to target. It should all be kind of kosher, so let's generate that code. Now let's grab apply damage to target, right? Let's paste that. What don't we need? So we need to construct a damage gameplay effect. So we need to do something similar. So let's see here. So static view gameplay effect. Maybe that could be generalized, but who knows? And then yeah, I'm gonna copy in this. I won't need the well, I guess there's gonna be a damage over time context as well. This should probably be categories damage.type. I'm not sure why that's like that. I don't remember. But it would be good to just I probably would want to call this like effect over time context. And just rename everything to effect. I'm sure I'm going to cause a lot of problems here, but I think it'll be worth it. And yeah, categories, I don't know if I need that. Let's assume we don't. And deal with it later. So we're going to say F, effect, damage over time context. And now we'll just do this, this. We're going to have to update our signature in the CPP file as well. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, let's grab everything. Something like that, and now we're doing construct image gameplay effect, so we need to change this to also F effect context. Change a bunch of signatures. Let's generate everything. Oh, don't want to do that one. So F effect image like that. I'm kind of mumbling as I'm going. That's usually how I do refactoring. So I'm just gonna return no pointer at the moment, whatever. Yeah. So we gotta do that effect duration. Effect period. Yeah, like that. Cool beans. Now we gotta do very similar stuff over here. So we're doing like that, and then F effect that. Okay. That. Now let's run F effect time context. Hey Antosh, how's it going? I'm doing good. We're doing a subtle refactor. We're trying to put together some healing. I just spit all over the place. Some healing based helper functions, so we can apply healing to targets and target handles eventually. Considering moving things into its own subsystem, because why not? So we'll see how that goes. So right now we're just renaming this one struct, so it's more generalized. Healing for player or enemies, both. I'm trying to make everything character agnostic. I just off stream I implemented a little team IDs. So we'll use IDs like that later down the line. Obviously, there's only going to be 2 teams, I think. I don't know if I want to have multiple teams or anything. Now there's apply damage to target here as well. Okay, so apply healing to target. I'm gonna have to see. I don't think I need. So yeah. So I need to update this one. Well, not this one. Okay. But I'm trying to remember. So now construct. So let me do that. So healing effect equals construct healing effect. And I need to look at the signature for this again. This is gonna be messy as hell. So yeah, we need duration type. Okay. So let's look at this now. So construct. Okay, so we're going to have to construct damage effect, but for healing. So we're going to say healing effect. So I think this could generally be unified. It doesn't really have to be healing or not or damage. So there's definitely opportunity to generalize this at some point. Because it's only when we do apply, for example, apply damage to target, where we're then doing the actual execution class, and that could potentially also be generalized, where I could just say, you know, have a flag that just says, hey, is this healing or not? But for now, it's okay. For sure, this can be generalized, like construct gameplay effect. I think that's totally reasonable. Yeah, let's look at the thing here. So I want to change in damage value to be in healing value. And just change that. Now, is there anything I need for that? I don't think so. So, like, it seems like that's a redundant parameter. I could probably get rid of it. Because what are we doing, right? Apply healing to target. Yeah, like, I think that's actually not a needed thing. And probably not here as well. Let's make some bold moves. So we're good there. Okay, same here. Seems okay. Still some errors, but you know, no big deal. So there. Okay. Not needed there. Not needed there. Okay. So far, seems okay. So what are we doing next, right? So we need to, so we're applying healing to target, right? Now we need to do a version of apply damage to target internal. So I'm going to grab this. Probably will need to have, yeah, I definitely want to have its own subsystem, because at this point it's not confusing, but a little all over the place. So apply healing to target internal. We don't need damage context. That's not what we want or need or care about, so we can nuke that. Target instigator float in healing. So we can generate that, go like that. Return true because we're nice. And then I could do apply healing to target internal. And just do something like that. Right? No. So I need target, instigator, in healing, and then the gameplay effect. So I do healing effect. Bing, bang, boom. So now we actually do our version of the internal. So let's look at the apply damage internal. And let's look again, F damage context. Nothing important. So we do this, we do this, we do all this stuff. Let's just grab it. and we will paste it. Well, bam. Now we know there's some problems, obviously. I did that in the wrong thing. First problem. So we got that, we got all these checks. Great, fantastic. Boom, boom, boom. So now context handle, we do that. Add instigator const, then we're gonna call this healing effect handle. And this is healing effect. This is going to be healing execution definition. All good. Now we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that. Now, where exactly am I? Now, where's my damage calculation class? Here, right? So we're gonna do healing. Now I should have in here my healing execution. That declared and assigned can be joined. Whatever. No, I don't want to do that. It's good. It's going to correct itself in a second. Like that. Now we're good. Now, where's our handle? Here it is. Handle, and then this is in healing. This is healing effect, and then we paste that everywhere. Now there's the granted tag stuff. We don't want to do that, I don't think. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know if we care about a hit result either. And I don't think we care about granted tags. So I think we can nuke that for now. And then we have our healing handle, target, all good. Okay, so let's run this down. This should be implemented, right? Yeah. So we'll do apply healing over time as well in a moment. But we have, in theory, somewhere. So we have apply damage to target, and then we have apply healing to target. So when we apply healing to target, we create our effect over time context. We create it, we pass in that information, and then we apply healing to target, and it should kind of work. So let's try to compile. Let's get F's in the chat if we think we're going to successfully compile here, or if we're going to get any errors. So let's let that build. I gotta make sure I go to the gym tomorrow. I was a little late today. I didn't do any walking or anything, but you know, it is what it is. I just noticed a bunch of dust. Whoopsie. And I think I'm finding myself to be in a, I don't want to say in a hole, but like I'm thinking like I'm working on a healing helper functions instead of working on my parry and block. mechanics. Like, I have to set up blend spaces for the blocking pose. I don't know if I really have a good parry animation to work with. Maybe I would want to do a stream where I design the parry and block and stuff, because I want to try to make it interesting. I just don't know. Well, I have some ideas. I'm just not sure about execution. But it would be interesting to bounce some ideas off. We'll see where we can take that. Okay, so we compiled successfully. It's always a good feeling. Whether or not the code works, who knows? Well, I guess we'll know in a couple of minutes here. It is a lot of copy pasting, which kind of always kind of leads to thinking, hey, why is there so much copy pasting? What can be unified? Alright, so our editor is open. Yay. So now we should be able to open up our projectile. Now, instead of saying apply damage to target, shape will say apply healing to target. So instigator, hit actor is target. Healing is, we'll say 10. Pass that in. That should be it. Yeah, so this one might not need a hit result and its signature, but for now, it's okay. So let's double check our settings here. So projectile healing, heal allies, can heal enemies is false, so let's set that to true. Let's make sure we get that breakpoint. Let's play. Okay, and we do have a error. So can I refresh? No. Let's do make. So we made it 0.5. Okay. Make. Good thing we got that error. We at least know about it. So let us deal damage to ourselves, and now let's get hit by this amazing projectile. We get that breakpoint, which is good. So now I'm gonna keep playing. I can't tell if anything happened, so let's get hit again. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we are getting healed. So that is to be expected. So log. Okay, so get magnitude called for data. Data.incoming healing. Okay. So probably the problem is somewhere in the internal. So let's put a breakpoint in here. Let's go through it step by step. And we'll see where we're missing the information. So boom. Cool. Let's make sure all the information is correct. So target and instigator are both set up correctly. So we pass. Get that. All good. So the instigator is a problem, but we get the target. So that's already kind of sort of an issue. So Not sure why I'm doing this. I'll keep going. So we're good. We get there. So gas course character. Boom, boom. So we get here. Cool. Okay, wait, hold on. So we get here. So data incoming damage. So that's, I believe, where we're wrong. So I believe there should be, is there data incoming, like, healing? Well, let's look. So let's close out some of our stuff that we don't need. So let's look again now in our native tags. So there is data incoming healing. Great. Devin coming in clutch. Let's see if that fixes anything or not. Cool. So let's deal damage to ourselves. And now, I forgot if I still have breakpoints in the code. Let's see. We do. Whoopsie. Okay, so we're still not getting healing. No, but no errors. So let's look at our project settings. Let's go to our ability system settings, health, healing, execution. So what is the damage execution looking like? Maybe I'm not making it correct at the moment. But let's look at damage. So there is just this. So let's look, where are these things? So there's health, component, input buffering, player, blah, 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 data, no. Game instance, game state, HUD, interfaces, state tree, systems, healing. Okay. Do we get here? Is the next question, right? Let's find out. So just gonna chill. We do. So where do we fail, if anywhere? So we're going. All good. We're going in. So, yeah, status effect healing coefficient. So yeah, there's damage type tags that I'm also passing in, but I don't, this is for like damage stuff, so I think that's fine. So total healing is 0. So yeah, definitely the math ain't math in here. So I think I have to say total healing plus equals healing. It's probably gonna be total healing equals healing plus all healing. Because the coefficient is 0. So I think that's where I'm wrong. Could be in this calculation. So plus equals healing times, no, healing plus healing times all healing coefficient. So let's see if that made a difference. Let's hope that worked. Let's also make sure we don't have any more breakpoints anywhere. Let's deal damage. Now, do we heal? Okay, we do have a breakpoint. So let's put it here. Let's see where we're at. So healing is 10. But it should pass. Which I think it did. Yes. So now we're healing from the projectile. So this could be an interesting mechanic if we have like our own like constructs that we make, and the construct can like shoot healing projectiles at you or something, and they could be like homing and just give it like a large collider or something. But yeah, now we got healing. So let's also double check to make sure we have damage working still, which looks like we do. I think we have to look at... I think we gotta look at our healing calculations again. Yeah, exactly. A healing totem. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, we gotta look at our... yeah, our healing coefficient's kind of crazy. So there's some errors here getting magnitude for cached damage. So there are some problems that we're gonna have to iron out. So I gotta look at my, let's look at the healing. Because again, we're seeing total healing is 0, and we say, okay, total healing is healing times status effect. So I'm curious what this value is when I'm dealing status effect damage. So let me get here. So healing is 5, and then 5 times this. So I don't know if that's right. Or if like the math needs to happen elsewhere. Because yeah, we're getting the value from there, right? So, because yeah, total healing is 0.25. So I'm really getting healed by 5 if we're rounding up. Yeah. So how should this work? Because like I want to get healed by 5 when I'm just directly healing, but then when I'm dealing damage, I want that to be like a percentage of it. So is there, do I need to pass in a tag that just says it's, you know, pure healing or something? Not 100% sure how I should maybe handle that. And then, yeah, there's all the errors that are coming up too that I'm gonna have to iron out. Because like maybe like if maybe I could say like if it's empty, do one thing, and if it's not, do the other. Maybe I could say something like, you know, if damage type tags is empty, so I'll put float healing here. I could say total healing equals healing, and then else, oh, not capital, so else maybe like this. Not sure that's better. Probably is okay, but maybe that's not what we want. But there's also, yeah, this like all healing coefficient. I probably need to do something like that here. I'll have to do another reload, I think. Let's see if that works. Okay, so let's do that. So we're healed. Cool. Now if I do this, yeah, that looks about right. Now I'm getting healed in that small percentage again. And damage works as expected. Definitely would be worthwhile to revisit that damage formula. Let's see exactly, or healing formula. To see, but yeah, are we getting all damage stuff working? Ah, butter bomb. I also wonder with these damage numbers if they're all being added by 100. But yeah, I also gotta see why this data.cached. I gotta see. Do I need that in here somewhere? Let's see if cached. So there is this passed in cached value. Not sure if that's needed. And I'm not sure if the issue is Oh yeah, add this to native tags. I should do that, obviously. Would be cool to have it like a auto heal if not in. Would be cool to have like a auto heal if not in combat condition. Possibly. Like with the type of game that I'm making, I kind of want you like kind of always in a combat condition. I don't really want there to be a passive heal. I want there to be only, I guess, active heals. Unless maybe, because like what I want to have is basically like an arena wave-based combat where, you know, there's some overlord or some game master, you know, AI computer or whatever that is changing the rules as you're playing. So maybe some of the rules can allow for that passive healing. Maybe it's for enemies and not for you. Sometimes maybe it's for you. I haven't really gotten that far, but that's like the general kind of ideas. And that would be interesting. And, you know, you would see the rules like on the top left or something that says like, okay, these are the 3 rules, or, you know, new rule added, or, you know, rule removed. And it would be cool if you can have items that allow you to like re-roll a rule mid-game, or to remove a rule for X amount of time per game. And you can buy those items with, you know, experience points per round. And it'll just kind of be, I don't want to say roguelike, obviously, but like just some dynamic combat where you have ever-changing rules and you can upgrade. I don't know if I'm going to have upgraded weapons. I don't know what the scope is for that, but I do want you to be able to slot in some spells. I want you to be able to, like, maybe like change the way your block or parry or melee attacks work. Stuff like that. That's what I'm leaning towards. Obviously, like, I'm working on just the base systems to get maybe those things to work. So yeah, we'll have to see. Now, I want to see, so there's my damage over time, right? Now I should get that error, right? So get magnitude called for data.cache damage, and it has not been set by caller. I'm not sure where that call is coming from. Could be in the healing execution. No. I don't know if I messed something up. Maybe I have to put like a call here. Maybe it's always been there and I just never really looked at the log. There's the healing execution. Maybe there's the damage execution. Let's look. There's a bunch of UE logs. So what's the exact thing here? So get magnitude called for data cache damage. Yeah, that's pretty much like kind of the idea. The God of War Ragnarok. That's a good example, yeah. That's kind of what I'm going for. I'll see if I can make it more interesting, you know, over time. We'll see. So I think I have to say something like, maybe I could say like if spec get Can I say like, is there like a boolean for it? Like is magnitude. So I think this is the problem. Where it's saying get magnitude called for this when magnitude has not yet been set by caller. So I'm wondering if that should be somehow better checked here. So what options do I have here? Add, modify attribute. As valid stuff. I mean, there should be some that are bools, right? Is there anything that's a bool? Not really. Maybe ChatGPT has some information. Because I'd like to fix this if possible. Okay, I lost the warning. I gotta get that back. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so it should pop up. Bam, does. Can I copy that? So it says, okay. Also, I don't really trust AI too much, but let's see. There should be data. So spec data. No. So spec has valid captured attributes. No. Is there anything called has set by caller? Is that a thing? Or is ChatGPT lying to me? Could be. Looks like it is. So is there no real way to check? So it says N will warn if not set. So if I go in here, so it checks. So it basically says if pointer. So pointer is what? Set by caller name magnitudes. Or can I say, set? Can I convert this to an F name? So get set by caller magnitude. Makes an NF name. What's the difference here? Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking thing. Okay. So it should be it's doing something like this. So if So I should probably do something like this. And that should hopefully still work and not give me that error. Fingers crossed. Because yeah, at that point we're just verifying that it exists, and if it does, grab it. If it doesn't, just keep it at 0. So let's go like that. Bam, bam, bam. Still dealing damage. Everything's A-okay. And now the warning's gone. We did it. Now there is this ability cost value I want to get rid of. This other warning I don't think we need at the moment. So let's just nuke you. Good. So we're good there. Up. Yeah, good job. All right. So now, let's see if we can do quickly a healing over time. In the next like 15 minutes. A lot of the groundwork has been laid out. So let's get a timer going. We've been streaming for 59 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's see if we could do it within 15 minutes. So let's start the time now. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So we should have a apply healing or apply damage over time to target. So we should be able to do something like this. Missing function parameter description for the parameter. Oh, it's probably gonna be something like this. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's grab you. Let's put you up here, and then we're gonna call it apply healing over time. So target instigator. Then we're gonna do it in healing. We don't need damage context. And we got that. So let's go like that. We generate the code. We do that. Awesome. So there's apply damage over time to target. Let's just grab you. Do that. Call this healing effect. And call apply healing to target internal. Construct healing effect. Has duration, effect over time context. Great. So now we gotta pass and healing, and the healing effect. I think that's it. Let's see. Because I wonder. I guess there's actually two different things I want to maybe solve. Like, because when I'm doing healing over time, how do I really want it to work, right? Maybe the same goes for damage. Because like, if I say I'm dealing 50 damage over time, does that mean I'm doing 50 instances of damage every damage tick? Oh, I'm going blurry. Or am I dealing X amount of damage divisible by the total duration and the period of the effect, right? So if I'm dealing 50 damage over time, you can say, okay, I'm dealing 50 damage every half a second for 2 seconds. That means I'm dealing, 12.5 each time. And the same goes for healing. Because maybe that's maybe I'm doing that wrong. And maybe I would need to have to solve for that. I'm curious what other people think. Just a second, I'm reading. Okay, same message. Okay. So yeah, let's look and let's try apply healing over time so we don't share. So apply healing over time to target. So instigator, target, make, so effect period, we could just say, 0.2, effect duration, 2, or just 1, apply effect on duration, and we're going to say 10. So in theory, I would be healing by 50. So let me just drop my health pretty low. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's my math, right? So that's 10. So I'm at 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. So this should heal me completely. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so I believe it's because it also applies on application. And so I'm getting more than I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should heal me to completion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Okay. So now, I am curious if, the effect over time context should have a flag in it that says, process total healing over time or something to that effect. But I'll say that's time. So we did that in about 5 minutes, maybe 6. So that's cool. But I do want to maybe add this context to it. So let me go to my effect over time context. And I'm going to call it B apply value. How should I name this? Like over total duration. I definitely need to put a helper here. Let's see if the AI can pick up on my intention if I try to document it. Determines whether value should be distributed evenly over the total duration of the effect. If true, the value will be applied proportionally throughout the entire duration. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Maybe it's reading my microphone and it just knows everything. Cool. But how does this work then? So we're going to say false by default. And so I'll say apply healing to target. So over time. So I gotta figure this out. So construct healing. So boom, boom, boom. Has all that. So I have to do it on the internal, I think. So this is apply damage, internal. I'm gonna have to do this, I think, for both, but we'll see. So construct healing gameplay effect. And then construct damage gameplay effect. There's that. That. Am I missing where is that function? Here. So apply healing. So I'm basically looking to say, I think I have to do something similar here. Because I do a check at some point here saying if it has a duration policy, right? So I probably have to do something similar. So probably before I assign it, right? So I'm going to do something like this. So if healing effect, where's my healing effect? Duration policy has duration end. There's a period value. Then I want to say, like, float modified. You could say periodic. Yeah, true. Maybe that's better. So float modified. No, that's not what I want. Modified healing value equals and then I want to say, what do I want to say? What's the math? So basically, I want to say, so if I want the total to be 10, and the period is, so I would have to do, I have to whip out the calculator. So if I do want the whole thing to be 10, I have to say the healing value times that. No. Because it's also the duration, right? So do I have to say, like, 1 divided by 0.2? No. Forgive me, my stupidity is going to be showing here. So, or what's 1.2 divided by 1? Of course it's point. Let's make this 2 seconds, just so math will make more sense here. So if I have a total of 2 seconds at 0.2, so 2 divided by 0.2, it's 10. Then I have to take that value divided by my total. Now you'll get that. So it'll be 1 per second. So 2 divided by 0.2. So we gotta say the effect duration. So float effect duration is that. Oh. Well, hold on just a second. Let me cook. Here's my construct, right? So duration, magnitude. Should be a way to do that. So can, blah, blah, blah. Oh no. Time to ask the computers how to do it. So C++, so how to get duration magnitude from gameplay effect. It's like, can I say, float effect period? There is this get value. And what's the difference? Duration magnitude is a different thing. It's an F gameplay effect modifier magnitude. So it doesn't really have a get value. So something is interesting there. But in the end, I would say effect duration divided by that. So again, calculator out, and then divided by the healing. So this is actually... Is that also right? Yeah, 2 divided by that. That's fine. Can I get it from the handle? Let's see. Okay, I should be able to. Be able to do that. Now I guess I could just say, you know, in healing. Is that? I think that was all done in the CPP file, right? Let's see. No. I need to do a full file because I added a new parameter to the struct here. So let's see if this compiles successfully. Okay, we're rolling. We're rolling. And yeah, like I said, I should probably do this for damage as well. So let's see. So this should basically heal me 10 every 0.2 seconds for 1 second. And that should be fixed. So let's double check. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should heal me almost to go full. Okay. I think I forgot a check somewhere. So if healing duration policy equals has duration, and I think I need another and. Am I passing in? No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm definitely missing crucial information. Because yeah, here like I'm constructing somewhere. I'm constructing, right? Yeah, I'm constructing. This is where I'm putting this stuff in here, but yeah, I still think I think I need to pass in into my internal my effect over time context, because yeah, there's no flag in there. So yeah, apply healing damage to target internal. I'm sure other places are going to need that too. So let's take it one step at a time. So healing effect, and then effect over time context there. Can I please get the right one here? Yeah. So B apply value over total duration. I think that's okay. Again, yeah, we're gonna have to pile everything. Maybe we forgot something somewhere. We're way overdue for an error. Oop, hit the microphone. Gotta check if I'm stinky or not while we wait. Okay, we're still good. Unreal Engine is doing a stream about Verse UI. Interesting. Are you verse in verse, bro? Okay, so in theory, this should be correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should heal me almost the whole way. Correct. There's a performance warning. A anim node offset root bone enable shows many calls. Consider caching using static. I think I messed something up. Okay, so now apply effect over total duration. So I should be healed 10. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and this should heal me almost the whole way. Definitely did the math wrong. So again, in theory, so what's the math that we're getting? So what I said was total duration divided by that, and then that divided by 10. Which I think I have to do the total divided by that value. So I think I did the order wrong, but you know, it is what it is. So I think I have to say, I could say divide equals here, maybe. I don't know if I'll need to safe divide. Because now that I should be saying, you know, 10 divided by 5, which is 2, And so I would be healing 2 every 0.2 seconds. Over the course of 1 second is 10. At least that's the hope. And I should probably do a safer operation there, but you know. One thing at a time. So, wait, is my value still true there? Yes. I'm also kind of curious, does my tooltip show up? It does. Awesome. So, for funsies, just add our tooltips to the rest of it. Let the AI do this. It's one of the more useful things AI does for us is generate pretty good documentation. Okay, perfect. So yeah, let's not get distracted. We got only just a few minutes left. Let's confirm if it works as we expect. So I'm gonna take 20 damage. And now if I get healed, I should heal for half of that. Which it looks like I do. So now let's make this 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I should get healed almost the whole way. Yes. So we got that to work as well. So there is a get healing factor, I think. So get healing. And for now, I'm just going to apply heal, not over time. And then in healing is this. Let me get my healing curve row. Let's confirm that it is set. It is. And it's set to what? It's set to 10. Cool. So yeah, let's get rid of that context. So instigator is instigator, target is target. It should be healed by 10. So let's do 20 damage. And we're healed by 10. Awesome. So I know I still need to apply healing to target handle. Not too sure how I'm gonna do that. Like, I thought there was some way to do it from a hit result, like handle or like get. So ability target from hit result, like this. So possibly I could do something like that. We'd have to see. I'd want to have kind of like a use case, I guess. It's like maybe there's like a whole, like, you know, healing pool, and you know, and enemies will stand in it and they'll all heal or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And just to confirm too, if we say that our thing cannot heal enemies, we should just receive damage. If we get hit. And we do. And I guess we'd want to see damage number. Like, you know, I made it a kind of a conscious decision not to show like healing numbers on the player UI, but maybe I should. I don't know what you guys think about that at all. But yeah, so we accomplished a good amount. I do want to look at my damage number again because I'm curious if I fuck something up where I'm giving it a height or even a number itself when it's not critical. let's double check that real quick. So we have HUD, damage. I think it's the damage number panel. Let's just look at this. So get damage number position on screen. So it'd be if is critical damage. Return this. So I just want to do that. I just want to see where my damage numbers end up. If it's still the same spot. And then I promise we're done for the day. Let's look. Up, burn broke. Can I refresh? Why is this upset? What happened? Must have an input wired into it by ref, perhaps expect a valid input to operate on. Well, looks like I fucked something up. Oh, no I didn't. Okay. I mean, what? Can I refresh you? Where's the old one? So let's refresh. Connect. Should be okay. Yes. Okay. What was I originally checking? Damage number. Let's take a look. So we go with BAM. Yeah. So like. Yeah. So the number now is there, but the critical is where there's a problem. So add hit damage text, so then add critical hit damage text. Yeah, because like in theory, yeah, like I'm adding damage text, and then when it's critical, I add critical hit damage text. So let's put a breakpoint. Let's just look. So we go BAM. So yeah, that makes sense. And then yeah, on tick, we're doing all this. Because like the critical damage should be above, right? But the actual damage number should be at the place that we hit. So there is some inconsistency. I think I'll have to just do this and look at it later. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, now it works. Now it doesn't work. So the first one does. If I do that, that works. And then every other consecutive one doesn't. So if I were to do this now, okay, so I don't think. Okay, I definitely know what's going on. I think. And I simply just say damage number. Like that. So basically, I'm using a boolean that I was not properly resetting out, and maybe I don't need to store that actually. Let's just see if this works, and then we'll call it a night, I think. So I do that. Oh, yep. Okay. Breakpoint, of course. Let's look again. Okay, so yeah, that's looking right now. Cool. And yeah, when we hit with our sword, yep, that's all looking better now. So wham, bam, bam, bam. Obviously, everything's critical because we have a critical chance of 100%. So do with that as you will. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for tonight. So we had a pretty successful stream. I'd say we added some healing functions, and we kind of know we want to make maybe a potential damage subsystem and migrate some stuff over there, but that is a task for another day. Let us update our stuff here. So implement apply heal to target function, complete. Implement apply heal over time to target function, complete. So support array target data, we still need to do this one. Just got here from Raphael's channel. Whoops. Sorry, Mickey Moose Plays. And yeah. So yeah, you caught me just at the end here. So make sure you follow here on Twitch if you want to catch me live. I try to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, maybe Sundays, depends. So it'd be definitely appreciated. So yeah, thanks for that, Mickey Moose Plays. I don't know. Do I follow? What's Raphael's channel? I gotta make sure I follow him. If you can link it, that'd be awesome. But for now, we do have a good amount of people here, so let's raid first. Crimson. Okay, yeah. I guess, okay, he streams on YouTube, I guess? Or he only goes lives on YouTube? Or did I misunderstand everything? Just got here from... Oh, okay. So you were just on his channel. And okay, got it. I thought he was streaming. Well, thanks for following Mickey Moose Plays. Hopefully you'll catch us next time, and we can hopefully keep you as a watcher and see how things evolve from there. So you all have a good night. Enjoy the stream with First Crimson, and I'll see you soon.